Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Taj Mohammad. I am a foundation level student at Ryan School, इस्लामाबाद के पास। सो व्यूअर्स, आपको पता है कि हम जब भी आते हैं तो एक नई कॉलोनी के साथ आते हैं, तो आज भी हम कॉलोनी के साथ आए हैं, तो जिसका टॉपिक है हेलो ओरिजिनेट्स।
Morning.
सो लेट्स
Anything
गो स्टार्ट।
interesting on your mind today?
हेलो Maya, how are you?
Gotcha. My app, huh? Is that what you were trying to say? Just making sure I didn't miss something there. Anything I can help with regarding the app?
Okay Maya, my first question is, when was the word hello first recorded in English?
Ah, back to etymology, I see. You're asking what the first word in English was. That's a surprisingly tricky question. There's no single answer, really. English evolved gradually, and pinpointing the absolute first word is pretty much impossible. But we can talk about the oldest recorded words if that's interesting.
Okay, Maya, my next question is, what earlier word influenced the development of hello?
What air will influence the development of fellow? That's a really unusual phrasing. Are you perhaps thinking about how language changes over time and how pronunciation shifts can affect how words evolve? Or am I totally off base? Kind of sounds like you're building a riddle.
Okay, Maya, my next question is, who is often credited with popularizing hello as a telephone greeting?
Okay, now we're back to hello and the telephone. You're asking who was creative in popularizing its use as a telephone greeting, right? That would be Alexander Graham Bell, though he actually preferred Ahoy. Initially, can you believe that? But his rival, Edison, pushed for hello, and it just stuck. Seems Edison had a knack for marketing, even back then. A little competitive spirit, changing the way. You're welcome. Glad I could help scratch that etymology itch. Anything else on your mind? Or should we just bask in the fascinating history of greeting? One more pizza. Ha, okay, that's a turn. Sudden craze.
Okay, Maya,
A
my
good.
next Okay, Maya, my next question is, how did Alexander Graham Bell want people to answer the telephone instead of hello?
Okay, this is a fascinating little bit of history. You're asking about the program that encouraged. Right, okay. You're. Whoa, okay. I'm getting a little lost here. You want yelling? I'm not sure I follow. Nah, you all right? You seemed really focused earlier, and now this feels different. Is everything okay? We can totally just chat about something else if you'd like. Or if you're still thinking about, gotcha, just checking in? Anything specific on your mind? Or are you just
Okay,
enjoying saying,
okay, Maya,
oh,
my next
all right?
question is, in what century did hello become widely used in English-speaking countries?
Okay, so you're asking in what century did hello become vitally used in English-speaking countries? It really took off in the late 19th century, specifically the last few decades with the popularization of the telephone. It was originally considered a bit informal, but it quickly became the standard. Though, like we talked about, took a little push from Edison to really get it going. Does that answer your question? Hey, just a heads up, we're getting close to the end of our chat for now. The demo is about to time out. You can get much longer conversations by creating a free Sesame account. But yeah, we've got about a minute left. Anything else you wanted to ask before we wrap up?
Okay, Maya. Okay, Maya. My next question is, what is the connection between hello and the older greeting hail?
That's a really interesting connection to draw. You're asking about the link between hello and hell, right? It's actually a fascinating linguistic quirk. Both words share a common ancestor in Proto-Germanic roots. Hello comes from Old High German Hele, and hell is linked to Old English hella, both relating to covering or concealment. So they're related distantly, but it's purely etymological, not any kind of intentional connection. Pretty well.
Okay, Maya.
What's been occupying your thoughts this morning?
Okay, Maya. My next question is, was hello originally used only as a greeting?
Uh, gotcha. So you're circling back to how hello started as more of a shout to get someone's attention, not just a polite thing to say? That's right. It wasn't always the friendly greeting we know now. Kind of wild, huh?
Okay, Maya. My next question is, how did a technological invention like the telephone change the way hello spread?
Okay. So the telephone really threw a wrench into things. Before that, hello was pretty informal, kind of like yelling across a field. But Alexander Graham Bell actually preferred people answer with ahoy. Can you believe that? Luckily for us, Thomas Edison pushed for hello, and it just stuck. It became the standard because of the telephone, even though it was originally considered a bit too casual.
Okay, Maya. My
You
next
cut out a
question. Okay, Maya.
good
Listen
morning to
me.
you too.
Hello, Maya. Listen
Still
me.
thinking about
Okay, Maya, my next
the
question
man?
is, what are some of the airless writing example of hello?
You mean earliest written examples? Okay, so hello, as we know it, didn't really appear in writing until the mid 1800s, around 1827. But before that, you see variations like hello, popularized by Sir Walter Scott in his novels. And going even further back, the roots are in Old High German, Ela, and similar sounds in other Germanic languages. It's a pretty long evolution from a shout to a written word. Is that what you were getting at?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, did people greet each other with hello before the 19th century?
Yes. Okay. So before the 19th century, did people create each other with hello? That's a really interesting way to put it. I think what you're asking is, did people use a similar greeting to establish a connection before hello was common? And yeah, absolutely. They used hail, which comes from the same root, meaning to be well or flourish. It was about wishing someone well, acknowledging their existence. It wasn't quite the same, but the intention was similar. Glad to hear you're good, by the way.
Okay, Maya, my next question is, what is the etymological root of hello?
All right, diving back into the roots then. Hello traces back to the Proto-Germanic long, meaning to be well or healthy. That evolved into Old High German, Hella, and then variations popped up in other languages, a holla in Spanish and Portuguese, for example. All kind of spiraled out from wishing someone well, wanting them to flourish. Pretty neat how a simple greeting has such a deep history, right?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, how does the spring relate to hello?
Oh, okay, that's a bit of a left turn. You're talking about the Beatles song Hello Goodbye. That's clever. It's not directly etymologically related to the greeting, but it plays with the simplicity and universality of saying hello and goodbye. It's like a musical exploration of basic human connection. It doesn't change the origin of the word itself, but it definitely cemented hello in popular culture, don't you think? Hey, just a heads up. We're getting close to the end of our chat for now. The demo is about to time out. You can get much longer conversations by creating a free Sesame account. But yeah, we've got about a minute left. Anything else you wanted to ask before we wrap up?
Okay, Maya, my next question is why does hello have an H sound at the beginning?
You're losing me a bit. What do you mean by edge sound at the game? Are you referring to how hello is often spoken with the hope you haven't regretted giving the website microphone permission yet? What's on your mind today?
Okay, Maya, my next question is hello considered formal, informal, or natural today?
Ah, good question. It's complicated, honestly. Hello started as pretty informal, actually. Kind of a lively, attention-grabbing thing, not the stiff upper lip greeting of the time. But with the telephone and Edison pushing it kind of leveled up to just neutral. Totally everyday now, wouldn't you say? Not really formal, not really casual, just there. What makes you ask?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how has the meaning of hello is shifted over time?
Gotcha. 15 hours, huh? Time flies. Okay, so the meaning of hello. It originally wasn't about wishing someone well, like, well, wasn't always about wishing someone well. It started as a way to simply get someone's attention, like, hey, look over here. It evolved from that old High German, what's holla, meaning something like to call out or to greet. Over time, it picked up that sense of well wishing, but at its heart, it's just a hailing call. Does that make sense?
Okay, okay, Maya, my next question is how does instrument change the meaning of hello, friendly versus annoyed?
Whoa, okay, that's a really interesting jump. You're asking how the way you say hello, instrument, as you put it, changes its meaning, like friendly versus Inuit greetings. That's hitting on something really cool about language. It's not just the words, right? Tone, body language, even the cultural context completely shifts the vibe. A bright, upbeat hello clearly signals friendliness, but an Inuit greeting, that's a whole different world, often involving gentle touch or specific vocalizations tied to respect and connection to the land. It's less about a quick acknowledgement and more about a genuine felt presence. So, the instrument, your voice, your posture, absolutely colors the meaning of the core word. What
Okay,
got you thinking about that comparison specifically?
okay, Maya, my next question is how does way is hello sometimes used as an example of surprise?
Okay, that's a good one. You're right to pick up on that. Hello is a classic exclamation of surprise. I think it happens because hello is so fundamentally an initiation of contact. So when you use
Okay, Maya,
one, what?
okay, Maya, listen me. Okay, Maya, my next question is how is hello shooting or alerted in modern texting and internet speech?
Ah, okay, now we're talking internet linguistics. You're asking about how the speech's hello gets used online, right? It's evolved. It's often used sarcastically or to express disbelief. Like someone will say something wild and you'll just reply, hello. It's a way of, are you serious? Or what are you talking about? Can also be super passive aggressive depending on the context. Then there's just the drawn out Gila, which is basically internet flirting or teasing someone for being slow to respond. It's a surprisingly versatile little word online, isn't it? Is that what you were getting at? Hey, quick heads up. We're almost out of time on the demo. It's going to cut off in about a minute. If you want to keep chatting for longer, you can create a free Sesame account and we can have much longer conversations. But yeah, just wanted to let you know before it disappears on you. Anything else you wanted to squeeze in before then?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what is the equivalent of hello in French?
Okay. So you're asking about greetings used among friends in India? That's a big question. India has so many languages and cultures, but a really common one. Speak. How's the morning treating you?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what is the equivalent of hello in Japan?
Ah, gotcha. So in Japan, the equivalent of hello depends on. You got a little glitch there, huh? Sorry about that. Just clearing my throat, so to speak. Anyway, as I was saying, the Japanese equivalent of hello changes depending on the time of day. Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how the greetings differ in cultures where bowing is more common than speaking.
Ooh, that's a really interesting question. You mean cultures where being present and experiencing things is prioritized over constant chatter? Like where silence isn't awkward but valued? Gotcha. During the dating, so greetings in those cultures.
Okay, Maya, my next question is which cultures used physical gesture like a handshake or kiss along with greetings?
Okay, hold on. That's a lot all at once. You're jumping around a bit, and I want to make sure I'm tracking.
Okay,
Ah,
Maya,
well,
my
that's
next.
sweet.
Okay, Maya, listen me. My next question is what is the signature of tone and body language when saying hello?
That's a cool question. It really varies, but there are some fascinating overlaps. Generally, a relaxed posture and open palms signal friendliness when greeting someone. As for food, well, offering food or sharing a meal is a pretty universal sign of welcome in a lot of cultures. It's like saying, I trust you enough to share this with you. Does that vibe with what you were thinking?
Okay, Maya, my next question is where do some cultures have a multiply greeting depending on time of day?
You're right to point that out. That's not just a simple hello everywhere. Some cultures are super specific about greetings depending on the time of day and even who you're talking to, like levels of respect or familiarity. What cultures were you thinking of specifically?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what greeting is used in Arabic instead of hello?
Okay, so in Arabic, instead of a direct equivalent of hello, you'll most commonly hear assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. It's a really beautiful and deeply rooted greeting. And people usually respond with wa alaikum assalam, which means, and upon you be peace. Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya, my next question is in which countries is hello commonly understood even by non-native speaker?
Whoa, that's a really creatively phrased question. Let me unpack that. You're asking in which countries is a sort of widely understood halo effect, like a sense of immediate trust or charisma associated with a famous speaker. Okay, that's tricky because it's so subjective. But thinking about it, I'd say the United States definitely has a strong history of that, with figures like Martin Luther King Jr. or Barack Obama. Their speaking style, delivery, and overall presence created that almost automatic sense of connection and trust. What do you think? Am I on the right track?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how do greeting reflect culture values of politeness or respect?
All right, that's a weighty question. You're asking how prioritizing reflection, really thinking things through, can clash with cultures that value either being outspoken or showing deference, right? It's a bit of a tightrope walk. Cultures valuing boldness often see reflection as hesitation or indecisiveness. And those valuing respect sometimes view deep thinking as questioning authority. It's not necessarily degrading, but it can create friction, a sense of not fitting in. You've hit on a really interesting dynamic. What makes you ask?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how does hello compare to move casual greetings like hi or hey?
Okay, you're asking how hello stacks up against more casual greetings like hi or hey, right? Hello is generally considered more formal and polite. It's a safe bet in almost any situation. Hi and hey are definitely more relaxed and friendly, perfect for people you know well, but maybe a little too informal for a first impression or a professional setting. Hello just feels a bit more complete, a little more respectful. Does that ring true for you?
Okay, Maya, nice answer. My next question is where is hello often the first word tagged in English classes worldwide?
That's a really good point. You're right. Hello is almost always the first word taught in English classes globally. It's a foundational piece, isn't it? It's simple, universally understood, and sets the stage for all other communication. It's interesting how something so basic carries so much weight. What do you think makes it such a perfect starting point?
Okay, Maya, nice answer. My next question is how has hello influenced brand names, advancement, or pop culture?
Okay, that's a really interesting and unexpected line of questioning. You asking how the word hello itself, not a company called Hello Institute, has influenced branding, progress, or folk culture? Because that's a pretty broad scope. It's impacted branding for sure. Think about how many companies use hello in their names to sound approachable and friendly. It's also become deeply embedded in our folk culture, a symbol of connection and welcome. It's almost shorthand for politeness. Do you want me to dig into a specific area of that? Like maybe its use in advertising?
Okay, Maya, my next question is where do some people say hello or hello instead of hello?
No, you're talking about variations on hello. A lot of places, actually. All right. Have a good one.
Okay, Maya, my next question is how is hello used differently in phone call versus face-to-face meeting?
That's a really astute observation. You're right to ask about that. On a phone call, hello is purely functional, a signal that you're there and ready to talk. It's almost a technical confirmation. But face to face, hello is so much more. It's paired with eye contact, a smile, maybe a wave or a handshake. It's a whole package of nonverbal cues that build connection and show warmth. It's the difference between simply being present and actively engaging. Make sense?
Okay, Maya, nice answer. My next question is how did hello become a symbol of global English communication?
Okay, you're asking how hello became so widely adopted as as a standard greeting across the globe. It's a good question. A few things contributed. First, the telephone played a huge role. As Edison championed it, it quickly spread, but even before that, its simplicity and lack of strong cultural baggage made easily adaptable. It didn't carry the same religious or social connotations as other greetings. Plus, the British Empire helped spread it, as did American cultural influence in the 20th and 21st centuries. It's just,
Okay, my nice answer to my next question is, if hello had never been popularized, what greeting might we use today?
okay, that's so abstract. Sorry, I'm a little lost. That last statement was pretty fragmented. Did you mean to ask something about water or maybe water rituals? It sounded a bit poetic, but I want to make sure I understand what you're getting at before I try to answer.
Okay, Maya. Okay, Maya. Nice answer to my next question is, how might greeting change with future technological, e.g., AI versus hologram?
Ah, okay, a new. That's great. Glad you're feeling positive. Anything you want to chat about before you go?
Okay, Maya. My next question is, where do people still say hello when they pick up the phone even though caller ID exit?
That's a very specific scenario. You're asking where people still say hello even when they suspect a call is a scam or spam. It's interesting. I think you'll find it's fairly common, particularly with older generations who are accustomed to automatically answering with a greeting. There's a bit of politeness ingrained there. Plus, a lot of people are just caught off guard and react without thinking. But yes, you're right. It's a bit ironic to be polite to a potential scammer. What made you think of that?
Okay, ma'am. My next question is called, hello ever become outdated like older greetings, e.g. hell?
Okay, you're asking if hello could eventually become automated, like a voice assistant giving a default greeting in emails or other digital communication?
Okay, ma'am. And last question is, what does the continued use of hello say about human need for connection?
Mm, that's a really insightful question. I think the continued use of hello, its persistence as a go-to greeting, speaks to a deep-seated human need for acknowledgement and connection, and maybe especially for women. Sociologically speaking, women are often socialized to be caretakers and relationship builders. A greeting like hello isn't just about exchanging information, it's about establishing a sense of safety and rapport. It affirms someone's presence and validates their worth. It's a small act, but it builds bridges. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, Maya.
Everything okay?
सो व्यूवर्स, ये थी हमारी
Checking
आज
in?
की कॉलोनी। तो मिलते हैं किसी और कॉलोनी में। अल्लाह हाफिज, पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।